It was the first morning in our new home, a charming cabin at the edge of the lake. My family was buzzing with excitement, unpacking boxes, hanging curtains, and stepping out onto the porch to admire the view. We had dreamed of this moment for years, and nothing was going to ruin it. At least that's what we thought. Minutes after we arrived, a car pulled up to the driveway. Out stepped Karen, the notorious HOA president, clipboard in hand and a look of righteous fury on her face. She marched straight up to our front door, waving papers and yelling demands. "You need to join our HOA immediately," she shouted. "You have no choice. Day one, you're required to comply with our rules." I stepped forward, trying to reason with her. "Karen, our property isn't under your HOA jurisdiction. We followed all local zoning laws and permits. There's no requirement for us to join." Karen scoffed, clearly unconcerned. "That doesn't matter. You'll pay fines or face legal action. I can call the cops if you refuse." And call the cops she did. Within minutes, a patrol car pulled up, lights flashing, and 2 officers approached the house. Karen smiled smugly, thinking her plan to intimidate us was working. That's when Grandpa, calm as ever, stepped onto the porch. He had retired as a 4-star general decades ago, and his presence commanded attention. Karen, police, and my family all turned to him. "Good morning," Grandpa said, his voice low, steady, and filled with authority. "I understand there's an issue regarding HOA membership?" Karen, taken aback, attempted to assert herself. "Yes, sir. These homeowners." Grandpa raised a hand, silencing her instantly. "I'm well aware of HOA rules, laws, and jurisdiction. I suggest you step back and leave immediately, or you will be trespassing on private property." "Officers, I assume you are aware of the limits of HOA enforcement." The officers, initially unsure, quickly recognized Grandpa's credentials and legal knowledge. Karen's confident posture began to crumble. Her threats carried no weight when faced with someone who had spent decades enforcing order and authority, not just on paper, but in the field. "I'm going to say this once," Grandpa continued, his eyes locked on Karen. "This family is under my protection. You have no authority here. Any attempt to coerce or intimidate them will be considered harassment, and I assure you, the consequences will be severe." Karen's face went pale. The officers subtly nodded, making it clear that they would not intervene on her behalf. She muttered something about rules and fines, but it was clear she had no power left. Within moments, she and her entourage retreated, leaving the driveway and our family in peace. After the chaos, we gathered on the porch, taking in the quiet morning. Grandpa gave a small smile and sat down with us. The lake glimmered under the sun, and our home felt safe once more. Karen's attempt to bully us into compliance had failed spectacularly in the face of experience, authority, and calm resolve. That day became a story we would retell for years. Karen had assumed that fear and threats could force compliance, but she had underestimated the presence of a retired general who knew exactly how to command respect, assert authority, and protect his family. Our home, our first day, and our lakefront sanctuary remained untouched by overreach, a testament to the power of preparation, knowledge, and the right kind of authority. From that morning forward, Karen's attempts at intimidation were muted, and we finally enjoyed our new home without fear. The lesson was clear. Some forces, like Grandpa, are not to be underestimated.